Hey, I'm Anna Case from sunny Georgia, and I've been with this company for almost a year. I wasn't able to make it to convention, but thank goodness for convention from home. I was able to get fired up just like everybody else who went to convention. Some of the things I learned, I really enjoyed the talks by Camille Steiner. She did one about working amidst distractions. I'm a homeschool mom, and so I have distractions around all the time. And she's talked about setting goals and then making a plan to achieve them, taking into account your various challenges that you have, and then to maximize your time with the little pockets that you do have, and not to let anything get in your way. And she also talked about learning to love the word no. We have to not take it personally, and to know that, sometimes people will say no, but if you ask later, it'll be a yes, and that you have to hear no's a lot before you'll get a yes, and just to not let them get you down and keep working hard. Katie Hewitt did a nice one. She did an analogy about baseball, and she helped me realize that recruiting really is a good way to make the most of our business, and to make sure we don't ever neglect to ask somebody if they want to be a host or to go all the way to be a recruit. That if we aren't building that side of our business, then we're not really playing the game. She told us to cover all of our bases, be quiet, ask questions, suggest solutions, educate the benefits, sign her up, and then she also reminded us to always make sure that every conversation we left it with a yes. So, if someone's really saying they're not interested right now, ask if you can contact them again in a few months or whatever. But make sure you leave it on a good note. Tricia Meyer, she did a great one about being physically and mentally ready. She talked about 8 different things. We need to have business cards, so we can have, with us all the time, and make sure we keep them nice. To have a catalog on hand, the mini ones are fine, and have a post-it note so we can make sure we jot down their info, because if we don't get their info, we can't follow up with them, and it leaves it in their hands to follow up, and that's not good. We need to have recruiting and hostess packets ready to go. We can just keep those in our car, but have them, handy and available. Have a show on the go, so have like a little tote bag with some books and catalogs and some order forms, so you can, at a moment's notice, do a little mini personal shopping show, because you never know when this might pop up. Have your 30-second commercial, so if someone asks you what you do for a living or whatever, you know what to say. It's really simple, but just make sure it's really positive and kind of catches their ears. She said to dress for success. She mentioned how she likes to use our logo wear as a conversation starter, and then she steers it right back to her 30-second commercial and goes on from there. Yeah, and also if you're dressed for success, like if I know that I went out one time with my kids to the library and happened to meet the new children's director, and because I was dressed nicely, I felt comfortable to approach her, and we'll soon be placing a big order. So I know that one from experience really works. She said to lead with your product. So always, have something that that they'll love, and point it out to them. And don't leave your house without knowing your next 2 available dates. If they're always on your mind, then you'll be working hard to fill them. Some other tips were to have fun. They mentioned different ways of having theme parties where you leave the bones of your party the same, but you flavor it a little bit toward your individual hostess or just your personality. They also talked about making sure that our work environment, is fun. That if we have like a book in our hand that we're looking through as we make our phone calls, then they'll be able to hear the smile in our voices, because who can't smile when they're holding a U-Band book? Anyway, I'm really grateful for my opportunity to work with you guys, and to share a little bit of what I learned. Have fun.